Today we are working on the Flamewalker trophy in this video, and that can only be done with the wizard, and it is killing 8,000 enemies with fire spells. I am at 209. I have a long way to go, but we should be able to use the nest to make quick work of it. I hope. I have not tried it yet, so we're gonna do it on easy, as is my usual for anything like this. Like I said, it's got to be the wizard. For this, I'm going to use the second book of spells. It replaces ice, so I won't have that ability, but I do have the Hellfire ability, which allows me to cast a wide-ish AoE fire pit, and they should all die in one hit. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. I am going to change nothing, actually. I'm going to go ahead and get this, the hollow chapters, but I will use that in a little bit. So here we go. I do not know how this is going to go, quite frankly. I'm not good with the wizard. There are two spider queens that I am not looking forward to facing. Did not go well for me. Did not go so well for me last time. That is not what I wanted to do, but it is what it is. And this should be a good spot. And we're just going to do this as long as we can. And here come the... And that was not good. There we go. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Okay, well, that's something.
I saw interesting things out there.
There it is. Let's see what else I got. Okay. I'm gonna need to take that one out for sure. I'm probably going to die again. I am. This is not good. This is not what I was expecting. Oh, man, I am awful. I might actually die on this. I did. Wow. Okay, so I need a better way to take out those spider queens, for sure. But we're gonna retry. Run away, run away, run away. And they already got through. They walked right freaking through it. And that's not hurting them at all. Very interesting. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this. So I was doing a lot of running around.
Corporeal, once again.
There's one.
Wizard, your life force is running out.
Damn, so close. So close to getting that one. This may not be the right map for me to use. But we're gonna try this again. And they just walk right through it, and I don't know why.
If you keep destroying food like that, you'll have nothing to eat.
Oh shit.
Almost as good as a drink.
That was a waste.
I saw interesting things out there.
There we go. And they just walk right through. What am I doing wrong? Alright, so I've already gotten 1,000. And I unfortunately cannot move from this spot. I am not able to when this ability is being used. So I can't really do a whole lot of anything except for sit here. And that's it. And even if I do this, that doesn't do me a whole lot of good because this is a constant cast. Luckily, I think I've got it to where they will head towards me in at such an angle to where they will not be able to get through. I've taken out a lot of the nests that they're hatching from. I just have to keep it in this position the entire time, and I don't have a way to tape or keep this in this position that's not going to require me to pause the game and essentially recast it. So I would have to find a really, really good opening for that, and I don't think I'm going to have one, because while I did take out a lot of nests, I don't think I took out enough. Very few moments here that something is not running into this flame. So I do think that this ability is a little glitched, not in a good way either. If you go back and look, you'll see me cast this right over some of the spiders, and they just walk right through like it's no big deal. So you know, I think I got it now, and it should not take too terribly long, provided those guys to the left of the screen don't decide that they're gonna walk around it, which is what they've been trying to do the last few times. So, but thus far we're looking good. I'm not seeing a huge issue. So we're just gonna sit here and wait and hope someone doesn't slip through. After we finish the Flamewalker trophy, we are going to get a little bit of a jump start on the Stormcaller trophy. not in the way that I would like to, because in order to get the really, really good lightning spells, it replaces the fire. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to do it as quickly. But I will take out all the spiders here with lightning, all the eggs with lightning, after after I get the Stormcaller trophy, and after that we will put on the third book of spells that the wizard has at his disposal, and that's his good lightning, his big lightning spells, his better lightning spells, and he's got a constant quick fire lightning orbs, which will take out enemies very, very quickly. Sorry, my throat is extremely dry. I'm definitely needing some water this morning. So, excuse me. So, I will probably go back to the Sea of Darkness, take out the first two waves of enemies, and then jump back into my corner like I did with Frostweaver, and I will find some way to get my joystick to point down, because it does take a little while for those ones, because they're not, while they may be as constant and as often in my face as the spiders are, they don't die nearly as quickly. So so we're gonna try Sea of Darkness first, and then after that, after we get those 8,000 kills, which I may or may not record all of them, we're going to take 10,000 cumulative damage with the wizard. Should not take long. We are going to use the same method that we used for the Valkyrie, the same final method we used for the Valkyrie. We're going to go to the vacancy, we're going to run into the spinny blades, and everything will be fine and dandy. And when that's done, I believe we move on to mummy and zombie kills and specific enemy kills. So I'm hoping to have all of those done by tomorrow, maybe by today. I really, really want to finish this game on this set time off, and that way I can go to other things. I can stop the grind, and the last thing I am going to do is go through endless mode. Now, I did play endless mode for a little bit, a little while back, around when I first started, and I got through the first 10 levels. I'm not exactly sure how far I got, but I should be able to use the portals to get up there. I'm not sure. I also might see if I can convince someone to come along, if for no other reason than as a little bit of backup. The first half of what I went through the last time, and I don't remember if I died or if I just quit out, but at least the first 10 levels are no big deal, and I really need to train myself to not go after every kill when it starts to get hectic. Now, I'm not gonna do, like, if you look on YouTube, you'll see these people at 400 and 900 and 1,000 whatever floor level, and I'm not going to do that. It gets way too hectic. I'm not that good. I'm just not. I've gotten some good some good references and some good skills in my brain from watching them, evasive techniques and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, these people have a lot more time on their hands. They are much better at this game, probably all games, than I am. So I get frustrated and panicky really quick, and I use my stuff at the wrong time. So, which everyone does to a degree, but I don't have the skill set I did years ago when I started playing games. So we're gonna see if we can get to level 50 by the end of my 4 days off. I'm still trying to figure out if I can use the portals or what the case may be, and we'll see how it goes. But I will definitely be trying endless mode, trying to get to level 50 or completing level 50 on this set off. And if I can't do it, and I don't know if I'm going to come back. It's really going to depend on a lot of factors. If I'm still enjoying it, which right now I am, despite the fact that this is extremely boring, and I know it's extremely boring. This is actually one of the more boring games I've ever watched. In doing some research for these and looking up endless mode runs and so on and so forth. It's not overly exciting. I will say that, because it is the same thing, and I may have said this on here before, but it is the same thing over and over again. You hear the same spells, you hear the same attacks, you hear the same noises and all that, and you know at the end of the day, you know exactly what's going to happen. Someone or some people are going to run through a bunch of dungeon levels, and they're going to hack, slash, and kill everything that they can, or they're going to run through it as fast as they can so that they can, preserve their lives. So I'm not going to attempt to sway anyone's opinion, because it is, in fact, very, very boring. So I'm going to be doing this for a while. I mean, it should not take terribly long, but I'm going to be doing this trophy for at least a little while. And there's not a whole lot that can be done about that. It's either this or play through the game regularly and have to play with someone else and not get all of the kills. So it is what it is. I wish that companies and creators of these games could come up with trophies that were less grindy, something that is actually noteworthy. But up to this point, grinding is in a lot of games. In some games it's okay. I really love Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy series, and Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorites. And I mean, there are times when you really do have to grind, and you have to grind a lot because you're just not ready for you're not ready for whatever enemy or battle or enemy set is there. So, and that's typically a fun time. I don't usually have a problem with that. But that's an RPG, and this is not. I mean, it's got the semblance of an RPG, but I can't upgrade my strength or anything like that. I can only buy new items, new equipment, and it makes it less enjoyable to be sitting here getting 8,000 kills, 7,800 kills. So, maybe, hopefully the next game I play on here, which I'm still not sure what it's going to be, hopefully it doesn't have as big of a grind, but I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm just going to make the best of it, and if I complete it, I complete it, and if I don't, I don't. Whew, my thumb is getting tired. And I don't think I'm anywhere close. I have not seen the second Flamewalker part pop for the game, which is probably 4,000 or something like that. But then again, I haven't been exactly in front of the TV the whole time. I have cats. My wife has cats. I claim them sometimes. And one of them has been trying to claw at stuff. So I've been up and down from the TV and have not seen anything yet. But we're almost 30 minutes in. I died a couple times, which helped my damage, my cumulative damage against the wizard. So that's, I mean, it's not unwelcome. But anyway, so this is all we're doing. This is all we're doing. For whatever reason, I had the headset in my left ear. That is not a comfortable ear to have things in. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. It must have been a really long work week for me. And we have hit the half-hour mark, and as far as I know, I am absolutely no closer to 8,000 kills than I was when I got my 1,000. This is taking absolutely forever. Hello, viewer. Goodbye, viewer. That would be the 4,000 or whatever the second, the silver tier is for Flamewalker. So we got that far in, I'd say it was about 20 minutes. The first one was 5,000. It was probably, or the first one was 1,000. It was probably around 5,000. So I'd say about 20, 30 more minutes of this and we'll be good to go. Oh god, I hope it doesn't take that long. That would just be awful. The spiders coming down from the bottom are trying to skip around it and just barely getting hit. feel like we're almost done. We're just shy of 45 minutes of just this. We've got to be close. Within the next 15 minutes at least, we should have all 8,000 kills like this. I mean, they're only dying one at a time, but it's a bunch of one at a times, and it's back to back to back to back to back, and so on and so forth. So we've got to be close. This pain is almost done, and then it's on to the next pain. We're almost done. I can feel it. We're almost done. Getting around that point. We've been really consistent with the kills here. Oh. So this is actually one of the harder trophies to get on this level. The cumulative deaths by X ability or X type of ability. You know, if you're good with the wizard, I'm sure it's not a problem. I'm not. So and his potion ability, his talisman ability, for when he uses the potions is not as strong as the elf's initial is. When I was using the elf's weapon abilities, I was able to take out both Spider Queens with one potion shot, and that's all I needed. And granted, I was only able to do that once, but still, they're essentially one-shot kills, or really close to it for that, at least on easy difficulty. So when I tried to do the same thing with the wizard when I was using the ice spells, it came as a shock that I needed two just to bring one Spider Queen down below the 1/4 health mark. 1/4 from death, that is, not 1/4 from full. So it's probably not too bad if you're good with the wizard, but again, I'm not. And when I'm focused on one specific thing, that's all I do. I haven't used lightning spells to kill anyone, to my knowledge. If I have, it hasn't been intentional. The only reason why I got any fire kills at all is because that's the quickest way for the wizard to move around. So I got locked up in a corner or something, or stuck behind a whole bunch of enemies, and I needed to get out, so I had to switch to his dash attack, or his dash move, or rush move, whatever you want to call it. And I had to, you know, some people ended up dying in the process. So that's, you know, that's part of the that's part of the job. That's part of the game. So I didn't fret too much about it. But I haven't had a reason to use the lightning because at least on his base lightning attacks, I don't find them all that great. I think one's a blockade, a barrier around him, and that's great. But I haven't used it much, if at all, and it hasn't converted any kills for me, to my knowledge. So his third book of spells has lightning, and they are at least the one that I remember. The two that I remember are really good. One is a constant lightning orb barrage that he shoots out of his hand. The other one is another dash move, which makes sense because it takes the place of fire, so he needs a dash move, and it's actually three quick dashes in the form of lightning, and it's actually really cool. And I think the last one is 4 lightning orbs surrounding him, kind of like the 3 shells in Mario Kart, if you don't fire them off. So that's got some really good attacks. I'm planning on using as much of them as possible when I'm going for the Stormcaller trophy. I think they'll all help, but it may just end up being the shooting lightning orbs out of my hand after everything dissipates and the time wears out, or they're used. It really all depends. It depends on how well those orbs do, and if I have any kind of relief in between attackers, or if it's going to be a consistent wave after wave right in my face. Just hoping that no two people come in at the same time and attack me. So we'll find out if I could ever finish this one. It is taking forever. But again, we should be really close. I think at an hour and 15 minutes should be the max time it takes. I could be wrong, because again, I don't know if it goes from 1,000 to 4,000 to 8,000 or 1,000 to 5,000 to 8,000 kills for these masteries and these trophies. So we have seen both the bronze and silver mastery for Flamewalker show up. I'm just waiting on that gold, which gets me the trophy, which means I can kill all these guys with lightning as best I can anyway, and we can go from there. It should be any second. Oh, one of them got through. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Excuse my French. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I did get lucky though. No other enemy got close enough to get me this time, since I spawned or cast this immediately after I came back. That was a little embarrassing. There we go. That took forever. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna use the lightning. So I got less of a jump start than I wanted to, but jump start nonetheless. Let's see what else they got. Ah, yes, and then there is the orb I was referring to, or the barrier that I was referring to. So, this one, which is circle square, will not shoot until it has something to shoot at. So if I come over to this food, boom, it's got a good range to it. This one is just, it's really just a quick shot. I don't know how much damage it does, but sounds good. And then of course the barrier is a freaking barrier. So, alright, 8,018 kills in that whole thing. That took a long freaking time. And I think Sea of Darkness is where we're going to go next, but we're going to check the Wizard. Boom. Flamewalker's done. Frostweaver is done. This is for Stormcaller, which I have 10. I need 7,990 kills with lightning spells. And we're going to go ahead and do that next time. I'm going to take a break, take care of just a few things around the house, and I will be back after that. Hope I can see any of you there.